studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. That way you can join us in the chat. It is the final day of the 12 to 3 time slot.
We say goodbye to 12 o'clock today.
Yes, the noontime, the lunchtime dumbassery has to come to an end, and now will be your pre-evening frivolity. 3 to 5, starting on Tuesday of next week. We'll be off tomorrow for the holiday. We'll be off on Monday as well, and then Tuesday, 3 to 5, we will start the new time slot. The old time slot, man. How many times am I going to do? And coming up in the 1 o'clock hour.
Oh, no doubt. You almost figured it out, and now you're going to go back to what you've been saying for all these years.
Right. Now I'm going to start saying it wrong just on basic principle because, that's what I do. But we are excited. Things are happening. We're growing here at ESPN Asheville as we will be bringing you the Rich Eisen Show each and every weekday from 12 to 3. And then the 3 to 5 slot will be us. And then we'll have the Adam Gold Show from 5 to 8. And then we'll be on as well 5 to 7 every weekday evening on Fox Sports Upstate. You'll be able to hear it all on the iHeartRadio app. We're keeping it all within the family. And, we're bi-coastal now, which Jeremy's used to, so it's all fine. All willing.
There's no coast. It's we're bi-statal. We're not bi-coast. There's no coast here. If there's a coast, I need to know because that's where I'm going to hang out.
You're going to start hanging out at the coast of the Reedy River.
I did see the Reedy River this morning. It was quite lovely. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of Greenville County today. Been up for a long time. Finally, my body just went, okay. Hey, you know how you haven't slept in a month? You're fitting to. Curled up in my wife's lap like a poodle and just.
Well, good. It's good. You should add some rest to your diet every now and then.
I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning like, what happened? Where'd everybody go? Why is it dark outside?
Where did everybody go? Welcome into the Friday edition on a Thursday here in the Sportsocracy. Again, we'll be off tomorrow to prepare for the holiday. I know, Jeremy, you've got the birthday with your wife happening over the weekend. I'll be traveling to Tennessee to go meet my new great nephew, which that makes me feel real old.
I mean, you are old.
But no, I'm not that old, though.
I mean, at heart, you are. At heart, you're 90.
I mean, sure.
You have the disposition of an 87-year-old man.
If I'm 87, how old does that make Mark Starling? That's
287.
Thank you, because that guy, I think I'm bad yelling at clouds.
Mark does like to yell at clouds, but so do you. Mm-hmm. And then there's me, who's a boss baby.
Yeah, you like yelling at you yell at people more than you yell at clouds.
That's because there's a percentage of people in this world that are stupid, and I don't think they know that, and I need them to know that. Kind of like the official in the U.S. World Cup match last night. You are a stupid person, and I need you to know that.
Yeah. Well,
if that's a red card, look, I'm not claiming that I understand soccer to the highest degree. if that's a red card, we should stop even keeping track of score. It's just last one to have a player on the field wins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he scratched him on the leg, so you're out of here.
Oh, and then after he went down, you would have thought that he had been sniped out of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad. I mean, it's so bad. And there's nothing you can appeal here of, hey, maybe just watch it, because that's all you have to do to go, I don't believe that was necessary. I think we've already punished this fella as much as we should.
That's what you get, though. That's what you get for not being, Lionel Messi.
Well, I mean, but this is why
the Stars don't get that call.
Well, this is why Americans struggle with this sport, because there is absolutely no common sense here whatsoever. We should be super happy right now that we have advanced to the round of 16 and we play Belgium and we are the favorite in that match. And then we could get to the round of 8 for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Instead, we're talking about officials because that's what we do in sports.
Wow. Sure.
And I believe today is a great time to rehash a call that I've had many times. Let's get the meat covered robots. Let's go. I don't need people. I don't need officials. Fire them all. I just get me a robot, cover it in deli meat, give it a mouth, and that's the official now.
You're never gonna find a solution to this.
Gambit fan said it's actually worse than what I said. They aren't supposed to watch it in anything but real time. The referee watched it in stills and slow-mo, which by their own rules they aren't supposed to do. Now, this is something I do know about soccer, and I know it completely. They make this excrement up as they go along. Like, it just, hey, that's not allowed, but it is today. Don't care. Because FIFA is a horribly corrupt organization.
Oh, time's up. Time's up. We got to play another. What do you think? 6? No. 9. Okay, 9 minutes. We're going to play 9 minutes. Here we go. A lot of things don't make sense to me about it, and that's one of them. The personal conduct rules and what's allowed and what's not allowed, and I really feel like there should be some anti-flopping rules in soccer. It's one of those unfortunate things that you have to deal with. So now we have our leading scorer for the U.S., Balogun, I think is his name.
Yep.
And I think they were calling him Flo. He's not going to be able to play in the next game.
Evan Doyle in our YouTube chat said FIFA is the worst organization in sports, and it's not remotely close. And I'm going to be honest, that's hard for me to agree with, but I know he's right. Because there are others that are so bad that it's hard for me to believe in a sport that I do not pay that much attention to that they could be worse, but I know they are.
Yeah. If I know the name of your former CEO or president or commissioner or whatever, you can bet there was some shenanigans happening. And Sepp Blatter was all over the news forever. I never even followed the sport, but I am at least aware of how corrupt it is.
Showtime Jerry G with a great point. Meat Covered Robot is a hell of a band name. Meat Covered Robot's opening for Guar, no doubt. Lamb of God, Guar, and Meat Covered Robot.
Meat Covered Robot. That feels like too many words, but okay.
With an opening act of underfed puppy.
We'll run it by Mongo. He's our dark metal expert.
No doubt. Mongo heard Meat Covered Robot and went, I'll bet you they have some bangers.
He probably already has the album.
No doubt. Yeah. And they toured with Unfed Puppy and a little girl whose dad didn't buy her a pony. They played Metalocalypse in 2022.
The official name. But yeah, So, I mean, hey, we won last night. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Hope it's not the last win. We've got at least one more.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we need to keep going.
We've got at least one more in us. Still just. I mean, is there any possible way we could face anyone other than Spain or Portugal in that round of 8?
I mean, is there a way?
Well, sure, there's a way. I mean, they're playing other people.
Yeah, I mean, they could lose. They're just not going to.
They're just not gonna. It's not gonna.
I mean, if we're talking about things that aren't gonna that are just completely irrelevant, I mean, yes, then in theory we could play Austria, which that'd be fun. I would like that way better.
But that's not how it's gonna go down.
How do we get one of these second round dates with Norway or Morocco? That's what I want us to get to that point.
I don't think Norway is a pushover.
They're not a pushover, but you know what? They're not Spain. You know what I don't want to see when there are 3 players in your sport that I know who they are and one of them plays for you, I don't want to see you.
Yeah. We just pull for the Croats. Just go Croatia. I don't know.
Is it Croats? I thought it was Croatians.
Is it?
We struggle with plurals.
Maybe. Croati. How about that?
Bingo.
This is the octopi rule.
Croutons. Take oxen, Croatia, put it into one. Croutons. Nailed it.
Yeah. So the Austrians and the Croats.
The Croutons.
Yeah, and the Croutons. That's who we're pulling for today.
Stephen Towle, of course, had to be that guy that said, Jeremy, who's the third one? You know, there wasn't a third one. It just sounded better than 2. I know the guy named after the Hanson song, Mbop.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi and Ronaldinho. Is that still a thing?
Oh, I don't think it is.
It's not. That was many, 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 many years ago.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, I don't think. I mean, there's still a Ronaldinho, I think that is.
Evan Doyle. No, we're definitely playing Belgium, and we're favored to win that, and we're doing that thing that Americans do of they made us the favorite. We're Americans. We're winning that one. We're already looking down the line. We're trying to figure out how Ronaldo gets abducted by space aliens, and Lionel Messi does too, and we somehow find a way to win this bad boy.
Yes. Because I don't give us much of a chance to beat either of those teams. So, yes, my eyes are already locked on the next round. Hopefully we can beat Belgium. But just in case we get there, I want to have a plan. And part of the plan starts today on the iHeartRadio app.
Bingo.
You can listen starting at 3 o'clock today, the official audio partner of the World Cup, as they will, the iHeart crew on the app will have all of the coverage for you today of the Spain and Austria game, and then Portugal and Croatia at 7 o'clock. And then I think tonight is, I can't remember what the game tonight is. It's not important. We're focused on the early matches. Right. That's a solid 6 minutes of serious soccer talk. We filled the quota today.
That was no less than 4 times what I thought you were going to get out of Tank Spencer today. And I'll be honest with you, it's America's birthday. It's a Americamus miracle. We got Tank to go 6 full minutes on soccer, and at no point did he say anything insanely stupid.
Facts.
As a matter of fact, I was the one that made the joke about Mbop.
Mm-hmm. You were.
I'll give you $1 if you can name me any other Hanson song that was ever made.
Can't. I know there were others, but I cannot remember any of them. I'm actually going to look it up and see if there's one.
Hanson put out a Christmas album in 2017, and somewhere there's a person that owns that, and I want somebody to hug them immediately.
I bet my dad.
The Hanson Christmas album?
He has all of the Christmas. If you make a Christmas album, my dad will buy it.
Really?
Yes.
That is a thing I did not know that is now my favorite part of this day so far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bob's all about the Christmas music.
So Bob's got, now that's what I call Fog Hat Christmas. That's a thing that he's...
No, he doesn't need that because he has all of the actual albums that they came out on. Like, like he went and got, Leonard Skinner's Christmas album. Yes, it's a real thing, and yes, he has it. Lots of compilation CDs. But anyway, I just saw Bob today. He's doing well.
Everything good with the after the surgery? Everything's feeling good?
Yeah. He's doing well. Healing up. Trying to get used to having teeth again. So it's good. They just celebrated their 49th wedding anniversary the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, next year's going to be big number 50. We're going to have to throw them a big old party.
No doubt.
Yeah.
We need to make that. We need to make that like a whole event.
Yeah, I told them I was surprised that their marriage outlasted their teeth, but
why are you such a You're just.
Why are you such a jerk?
You're just. It's almost like you've worked with a jerk for 10 years. It's rubbed off on you.
Oh, Dad laughed so hard his teeth actually did fall out of his head. It was great. It was awesome. Everybody had fun.
He's gonna punch you in the head the next time he sees you, and I'm here for it.
Oh, this is the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. Happy birthday, America. I mean, I know it's not until Saturday, but it's 250 years. We're celebrating the sesquicentennial, or whatever it is, and damn it, it needs more than just one day.
No doubt. This should have been America Week.
4 days off.
No doubt. We should have gotten next. Look, old Donnie has done some things. I think he could have given us a whole week off for the 250.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, the next time we have a linchpin bookmark birthday, most of us will be dead. So 300. I hate to tell you this, most of us ain't making it that far. I know I'm not.
Problem is, he could give us the week off, and we're still not showing up to that stupid-ass state fair that you putting on. We're just not going to do it. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
The Atlanta Braves are rock.
Clear.
Thank you.
26th season. When lights are on, the Braves are on. Asheville's Real Rock. Rock 105.1. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Experience the Parks promise at parksfordhendersonville.com.
If you run a business and need to get your message to your next customers fast, nothing is faster than audio with iHeart. Let us help you reach the audience you need to grow your business at the speed of sound at iHeartAdvertising.com.
Some people say soccer culture doesn't exist in the U.S., but
it is an American game.
And it goes beyond the stats.
It's your culture.
It's a connecting force.
I like watching it with my dad.
To the players and the stories.
I took an elbow to my head, which cracked my skull.
From Futuro Studios, this is American Football, a show about soccer culture in the U.S. and its underdog roots. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search American Football, and listen now.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure. You know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingles is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingles and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here!
Chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. The Sportsocracy.
You two are just dumber than a bag of hammers.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Glad to have you along with us this afternoon. The final day of the 12 to 3 slot here on ESPN Asheville.
I feel like we should be playing sadder music. Does it show that we're not sad?
Moving to 3 to 5, it's going to be a good move. I'll get a nice little break in the middle of the day. Maybe get a nap in if I need to.
When they came to me with this, my exact response was, "Okay, so you mean I can play golf every day?" I'm in.
You get up early enough, sure.
I'm in. I live right down the street from the golf course here in Greenville. Yeah, I can be there by 7:30 every day.
Nice.
And by the end of the summer, I will be taking all comers to get that lunchbox eaten on the Furman golf course. Bring your cash with you. Do what?
Is that one of those private courses that they only let certain people play on?
No, there is a private. So I'm not. Okay. We're going to go a little inside baseball here. Jeremy's not really the country club guy. I've always wanted to be, but they kind of take one look at me and go, "I don't think so. I don't believe we're going to be letting you into the club." But then I married Amy, and now they want her, and that means they have to deal with me. So we are taking applications to be the country club that becomes the Mullet Club.
If you're looking to take a bold new step in your membership, give Jeremy a call.
If you would like to turn your club up to 25 and just don your patrons with pit vipers and hey dudes, I'm here for it.
Is there by chance a country club in upstate South Carolina that serves chilled Fireball in a flute?
If there is, they're the leader. If you bring me a flautist of Fireball chilled on the golf course, let's go.
They ride up in the pond right off of 18 in a sea-doo.
Oh, that's even better. I was thinking it was just the cart girl. Just like, nope, here you go. Bill Workman said Paris Mountain Country Club. I played there the other day. I played there within the last 2 weeks.
Is that the one? That's the Redneck Country Club?
No, I mean, I don't think so. They have a nice
With
pool.
Kyle on the jet ski?
They have a very nice pool.
Oh, okay.
I know. I almost put a golf ball in it. They put the pool way too close to the golf course. I hit a ball on, I think that was 18. it hit the cart path, and I went, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. That is one of the problems down here is that it's hard to judge distances because I'm so used to playing in the mountains where obviously the air is thinner and the ball travels further. Mm-hmm. So there are times I'm like 280, I can't hit it that far, and then I watch the ball and go, that's not 280, that's 305. I missed that by a lot. This is why they didn't want me in the military, because I missed that bad boy by a whole bunch. 15% minimum.
That's why I stick to mini golf. You don't have the chance to ruin anybody else's property by just keeping it on that little bricked out path.
Oh, I mean, that's also why I can't play with Mark Starling anymore. Because whatever he is infected with, it gets on my clothes, and then I've got it for like 21 holes, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I do love stepping up and I know you've never played golf. One of my favorite things of playing the sport is that you step up at a club that has a starter. The starter is always a stick. Like, just look at that dude and know if you went out and played with that guy for 18 holes, he's going to beat you 16 of them. It's just the way it is. They take one look at me and go, oh, crap. Hope Miss Nell paid her home insurance because she's about to be down a window. And then you just pipe one and they go, I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie. I felt very sure that was going to hit a road. Maybe a person and at least 3 marsupials.
And on average, how many times would you say you actually do that?
That I pipe one down the center?
Yeah, that you actually hit it where you want it.
As long as I'm hitting a driver, we're good. We start getting into those other clubs, and it gets a little dicey. That turns into Papa's political views. Always right. Just every single time. It is always to the right.
It always steers to the right.
I don't know why that is. Like every time I even try to hit it left, and nope, it's to the right. It just live on the right side of every green. We have our first super chat of the day. I'm going to have to be real careful to read this correctly because there's nothing wrong with it, but if I put the words in the wrong order, it becomes way better. It's from Fish MRE, who also sent us a GOAT trophy. He said, so we just let Sugar Cookie and the jerk who rubbed off on him slide. Okay. Okay. I was curious when somebody was going to say it because as soon as it came out of my mouth, I went, I know our people. I know somebody's going to say it. It's just a question of who.
Mm-hmm. Sugar. I forgot to tell my wife about that. She's
Sugar Cookie?
Out of the Sugar Cookie.
Oh, yeah. Let your camera drop at some point today and wait to see what happens.
Oh, dear. Have you made a fat baby tank?
You look like a character. What was that show, Schoolhouse Rock? You look like a character from Schoolhouse Rock, and it is.
All right. Well, has anybody done anything stupid in the NBA today? Has that?
I mean, we've kind of slowed down. Marvin Bagley going to the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, you remember when everybody thought he was going to be a real good player in the league? Tried to tell you he wasn't.
Nope. I remember being real happy he went out to the West Coast, so I don't have to see him anymore.
I'm still just dumbfounded by the Jaylen Brown thing. Even a day later, I'm still sitting here going, how did anybody think that was a good idea?
No one does. I've not heard a single person say a single nice thing about that deal. Universally panned across the board. They're not wrong. Normally I feel like we have at least one person who's dumb enough to step up and say, oh, I think this is a good deal. Jaylen Brown's past his prime, blah, 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 and or something. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to make that argument when you're getting back, Paul George on the other side.
Paul George, who's 1,000, can't stay healthy, and makes the same amount of money that Jaylen Brown does.
Yeah, my favorite stat is now that Jaylen Brown finished 6th in the MVP voting last year. Would you like to take a guess at when the last time Paul George got a vote for MVP was?
1997.
Well, see, now you just made it. Now you're just being ridiculous. It was 2018. Been a while. And yet that was the one that you were like, yeah, you know what?
Oddly enough, 2018.
There must be some really good players in middle school right now. Because everybody's just like real excited that they're getting draft picks in 2030.
Well, I mean, because they're trying to cut the corner of, okay, so we can get an unprotected pick, and maybe with how stupid Adam Silver is, he's going to institute a rule that the lottery only applies to traded picks. And we will possibly have a top 4 pick that's currently in the 6th grade.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you understand that, right? The first-round pick that the Celtics got in that trade, the kid that pick will be used on is currently in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
And you feel good. And somehow Boston's, we feel good about this. You should.
Fine with it.
And I know for a fact the Nuggets offered Jamal Murray. And you know what the difference is? He didn't get his panties in a bunch about it, so we're fine. Denver's like, yeah, we offered him because Jaylen Brown, real good. Like, insanely good.
And that would have made total sense to me.
And the craziest part is this is all because he went on a live stream and said something Boston didn't like. Like, yeah, I'm having more fun as the one. Of course he is.
Right. Well, he wants to be the one. We'll let him go be the one somewhere. But not for free. You just gave away one of the best players in the NBA for a bag of peanuts.
Did you hear the story about Derek White?
Oh, no. What would Derek White?
So Derek White is obviously the point guard for the Boston Celtics.
Right.
According to a leak out of the front office for the Boston Celtics, they thought Derek White was better last year than Jaylen Brown. That's one of those things that you have to say it out loud 5 or 6 times, and you think this is going to make more sense, and it sounds dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber as you go on. Oh, by the way, Derek White's also 3 years older than Jaylen Brown, which I cannot fathom this level of incompetence.
It is quite unfathomable from a guy who has widely been hailed as a genius.
Somebody asked me to on Twitter to explain this in NFL terms, and the best way that I have come up with yet is this would be like the Cincinnati Bengals trading Jamar Chase to the New England Patriots for Mac Hollins and a defensive player that used to be really good, and 4 fifth-round draft picks in 2032. Do you see how stupid that sounds when you say it that way? That's exactly what they did.
And all because of a personal grudge, I guess?
Yeah, because he went on a live stream and said, yeah, I really like being the guy. You know who doesn't have any problem with that? Joel Embiid, whose entire body is made of ice. As soon as he heats up, it's going to melt. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, I promise you, they're looking at Jaylen Brown going, let's go. I'll be a 2. I'll be a 3. I don't care. It is one of the most shocking trades I've ever seen. It happened during our Upstate show yesterday, and it took everything I had not to say wordy dirts.
Quite baffling. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Thank you.
Mountain weather forecast.
Hazy, hot, humid weather will continue.
No.
Today than yesterday when we reached the low 90s, and Friday,
I'll be right back.
Or 90-plus heat, actually into the mid-90s. Now, for now, the heat advisories are a couple of counties east. But today, tomorrow, and on the 4th. Around 95, heat index maybe 100 or hotter, and some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Bright, spicy, zesty, impossible to ignore. It brings main character energy to every bite. Not just a sauce, it's a star. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Sponsored by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The U.S. is on to the round of 16, but they'll be without their leading scorer. Coach Mauricio Pochettino doesn't think Flo Balogun should have received a red card last night.
For me, never is a red card. Watching after on TV and never was the intention.
Balogun will serve a suspension when the U.S. meets Belgium Monday. A win would get the U.S. to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2002.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
A crisis moment is any moment where you feel overwhelmed and as if you aren't able alone to handle what's happening. We care, we listen, we help. Call, text, or chat 988 anytime.
Brought to you by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
The Atlanta Braves are rocking into the 2026 season. When the lights are on, the Braves are on. Asheville's Real Rock 105.1. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The American Experiment. 250 years. One dream, one opportunity to soar at a time. 1776 was a long time ago. America and the world. It's a very different place. But the things we cherish, family, friendship, remain the same. Happy birthday, USA. Ingalls, American-owned since 1963.
Clarissa sells WNC. It's the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
It is ESPN Asheville. It's the Sportsocracy. And, you know, when a player wants to wear a certain number for a team, but that number may be taken by someone else, sometimes you can work out a deal, right? You can offer to buy the number from them. We've seen that before. Right, they remember the story with the New York Giants when Malik Neighbors went to the Giants, and the family of some player from the 1920s or something was like, "Yeah, you can have #1. We'll let you use it." I would expect a better answer out of my dad than anybody else, but apparently that's not the case in the Hardaway household. So Tim Hardaway Jr. is now playing for the Miami Heat. And Dad was asked whether or not he was going to let him wear his retired number 10, and he no. I said, no, I'm not going to let him use it.
And I think he's right.
Of course he's right.
I think he's right. No, son, I was an all-star. You are Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah. Now I don't know that he asked. I don't know that Junior even wanted the number, but the fact that Senior was asked anyway. And he said, no, my legacy is my legacy, and he's doing it his way. And even though he likes to wear number 10, it's not coming down from the rafters.
And I think this is a great opportunity, Tank, for you to possibly teach your sons about wearing your underwear. No.
Sure.
No.
Sure. It's easier said than done, but
not for me.
We've had the discussion. It's just, they keep doing it.
Nobody's ever asked me to wear mine, but I promise you that would not go. That request would not go unheard from me.
I don't know how to keep other than like putting a lock on my drawer. I don't understand.
That's a start.
I guess so. Maybe that's what I'll have to do.
It is a start. It's also a lesson.
Teach him not to set the house on fire. So,
Laser, the Inferno Brothers. Somebody here at lovely iHeart Greenville should learn to put their snackies behind a lock, because I found a bag of brown sugar Dots pretzels. I don't know how many you were intending to have in that bag. It's going to be significantly less. I found those and I went, those aren't mine, and I don't care. I'll buy another bag at my local Ingles. Low prices love the savings, and replace them before anybody comes back.
Anyone who's not smart enough to hide their snacks, you deserve what you get.
The thing I'm stuck on is that everybody in this building has their own office, me included. And we all have keys to our own office. So I feel like this could be a learning experience of there is a fattest that now works here.
Stuff in your office.
There is now a fattest that works here, and you need to understand when he gets a little peckish, if you have left tasty treats, they might become his tasty treats.
Indeed.
Speaking of tasty
treats,
treats,
like sitting on someone's desk in the office, like
no, they were in the kitchen.
Communal table.
Nope.
Okay.
Chad the vending machine king has dropped many a snack off here, and I was looking for a bag of tater chips to eat with my sandwich bowl, and I found those instead, and I didn't even get the sandwich bowl out. I went, we're eating dessert, primero uno, and that's what I did. Speaking of tasty treats, I have a background in marketing. And I do love when companies or institutions market things particularly well. We have told you throughout the course of the World Cup, a lot of things in America have become very popular with people in Europe. The problem is that you cannot take a lot of these things on airplanes. Ranch dressing has been number one amongst these.
Right.
Tank, would you care to guess where you can now get ranch dressing if you are going back to your home and it is in Europe or one of those other places?
I don't know.
JFK Airport is now selling bottles of ranch beside World Cup merchandise.
There you go.
So you can buy World Cup USA Soccer. They've got balls. They've got hats. They've got all kinds. There's a huge... they didn't even put a sign on it. They just found a 5-tiered stackable set of bowls, and they threw bottles of ranch dressing in there and went, there you go. Now, I will say I've never really understood you can't take liquid on a plane, but if you'll go through this gate right here, I'll sell you a bottle of the same liquid for way more.
Well, yeah, because you don't know what the liquid is. Somebody could have taken the liquid out of it and replaced the liquid with, I don't know.
Tank, I'm going to level with you. If somebody comes up with a way to make ranch flammable or explosive, we're all doomed. Ranch is a delicious, tasty treat.
Something you can mimic it. That's what that's there for.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do that. And put them in Hidden Valley Ranch bottles.
You could. I just told you a story the other day of a dude who had a smoke grenade inside of a jar of peanut butter.
Hey.
Of course they're going to try to do stupid stuff like
that. I mean, I hate to go George Carlin here, but I flew a flight when they were still doing in-service meals, and they would literally hand you a knife and a fork. It was plastic, but you can do some stuff with a plastic knife.
I'm not saying the regulations aren't a little ridiculous. It's just
you might have to be choosy and not go after the doughy co-pilot, but you give me a knife, I'm going to. There are ways. Depends on how bad you pissed me off.
Was that the end of your...
It was. I just love that JFK went, you know what? Duty-free shop. Duty-free ranch dressing.
Absolutely. You do like that duty-free shop that was at the I'll still never get over it, at the cruise terminal that had the giant Crown Royal bottle. Thing that you need a wheelbarrow to get that thing out of there. Where's Chad? Chad from Daytona.
I will say one of the things that I'm really stuck on is how long do you think it takes before English people realize that not even ranch dressing can save most of your food? We got these baked beans for breakfast. That's a weird thing you said, Nigel. Your food is gross.
Be better with a little bit of ranch dressing in it.
Don't think it would. I don't think it would.
Beans? You're probably right.
I mean, look, I like a good baked bean. You know when I don't like it? 7:45 in the morning.
It's just, different cultures. It's fine.
Yeah,
you need a breakfast burrito with beans in it.
I don't. First of all, I don't eat breakfast burritos with beans in it because if you put beans in a breakfast burrito, you are a serial killer. Breakfast burritos are simple: eggs, hash browns, meat of your choice, salsa, sour cream. End of message. Mm-hmm. Puts beans in a breakfast burrito. What are you?
It's a burrito. I figured it had like rice and beans and stuff in it.
Some of them have rice. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
No black beans?
Why would I put black beans with eggs? Who broke your taste buds? Yeah, let me go eggs, bacon, sausage, and black beans. Gross. Gross.
Okay, yeah, fine. Maybe I'll have more breakfast burritos now that I know there's no beans in them.
Oh, a breakfast burrito is a delicious treat. That's the one thing in my tour of all things bread that I haven't had yet. I'm getting French fries tonight. That was one of the last things left on keto break week. I'm gonna need a breakfast burrito in the morning. Mm. Amy brought me a burger last night. There's a little burger shop right across the street from the studios here. I don't know what was on that thing. And maybe it was just I haven't had a handheld sandwich in quite some time. That burger was out of this world. I think it was Society, I believe is the place she said it was from. I was a little disappointed when I opened the thing and it didn't have chips, and she was still eating hers without the bun, and I'm like, oh, you're trying to be good. I'm not. This should have had a boatload of French fries.
So now you got to rectify that mistake. Hey, did you see that Chris Johnson's going to bring back the ice bucket challenge?
I'm in. I'm doing it.
You doing it?
I didn't know anything about that until I saw him with Michael Strahan. ALS is just a god-awful disease. And if anything will raise a scent because I poured ice water on myself, I'm down.
I remember I did this with the original Jeremy.
Well, looks like you're about to do it again.
I guess we'll have to do it again. But good. I mean, good for him using his platform to be able to raise a little bit of awareness for ALS Therapy Development Institute. says that the original Ice Bucket Challenge helped raise an estimated $135 million in the United States, $220 million worldwide. Good for Chris.
We got to find a good way to do the Ice Bucket Challenge, though. I don't want to just go, hey, look, here's a bucket. Skadoosh.
Oh, so you want to go big or go home?
Of course. When do I not? When was the last time that I came to you with an idea and went, but let's not go over the top with this?
Actually, it's every time you've said, hey, we're going to do the tour next year. And we're not going to go too over the top.
Oh, wait till you hear the newest part. There's a part of the tailgate tour this year that I haven't told you yet. Oh. I'll tell you after. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you in the break. Just because I want to hear your response. My wife doesn't know this yet either. And it's either going to go over real good or it's going to go over real bad. And I'm not sure which one.
I'll help you get the litmus test on that one.
I already know you're going to go, are you out of your mind?
Then I can probably tell you how that's going to go for your wife.
Oh, my wife's way more down to clown than you are. My wife is she's an adventurous like. I could easily see her hearing this idea and go, why did we not think of that before?
Gotham says a dunk tank for charity.
Ian,
should do that.
Ian, I will probably freeze to death, but I'll be honest with you, my walk to work was so hot this morning that I set it up outside. I'll go do it in the commercial break. I don't care.
Currently 90 degrees outside the Radio Ranch studio here in Asheville.
Oh, Alex had a good idea. Do it out of a Bojangles bucket.
Yeah, you could do that.
I do like Bojangles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's another thing I haven't had yet. I'm going to have to be fat for several more days.
I was going to say, we'll see, we should see if they'll pay for it first, and then maybe we'll use the Bojangles bucket. You never know.
Bill Workman said, do it in the falls in Greenville. That's a lot of ice. And I could die. There's a lot of rocks in there.
We could go out to Cradle of Forestry, Looking Glass Falls.
I thought you were about to say Lake Julian or the French Broad, and I was going to say, you're in that one by yourself, bro.
No, gross. Tourists do that.
I would drink in Tijuana tap water before I did either one of those things.
By the way, are you doing your service? I haven't asked you this since we started the Greenville, or since I joined the Greenville operation. Have you been planting that bug with everybody down in Greenville that they know you should not do that? If you're going to come to Asheville, you don't do that.
Oh, yeah, everybody here knows. Okay. If you go to Asheville and you get in the water, please, you should have to wear a shirt so you don't touch me ever.
Yes. Outside of Asheville, sure. Plenty of good little swimming holes and rivers to go to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can
stay out of that one.
Yeah, you can do there's a lot of places around that you can swim that are not those places.
Mm-hmm. Don't know what's more of a danger, the hypodermic needles or the poo in the water.
And neither one's good.
No, God forbid they mix. And this is nasty. That's how you get herpetitis.
None of that's good.
No, you don't want herpetitis. All right, we're going to take a break here on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. It is a Threadbare Thursday, so join us in the YouTube chat. Throw some football topics out there if you wish. We'll figure some out to talk about when we come back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Hazy, hot, humid.
Here, clear.
Continue hotter today than yesterday when we reached the low 90s, and Friday and on the 4th. Or 90-plus heat, actually into the mid-90s. Now, for now, the heat advisories are a couple of counties east. But today, tomorrow, and on the 4th, around 95. Heat index maybe 100 or hotter, and some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Why pay full price when you can customize and save? Switch to Liberty Mutual, and they'll customize your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling. Just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Shows, meals, drinks, even a roller coaster ride. All-inclusive 2-night stay at Luxor or Excalibur, starting at $330 for 2. Visit MGMResorts.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
At Ingles, we're all in for summer. We have everything you need for the perfect picnic, the greatest grill out, and the best beach vacation. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive. Like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, can potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
It is ESPN Asheville. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy with Red Bear Thursday and the final day of the 12 to 3 time slot. Yep, we're changing things up again. Going back to the 3 to 5 time slot, which was the original time slot here on ESPN Asheville.
But we are taking recommendations as well. Are there things that we have done? Because a lot of the people that listen to this show, you've been with us forever. Are there things that we used to do that we don't do anymore that you wish we still did? Obviously, we take a lot of calls on the Greenville show, which I'm enjoying quite a bit. A little bit more interactive.
Yes, it is. It's
just
nice
making sure.
It's nice to hear from other people. It's nice for somebody else to talk for a little while.
You know what's really nice is when the phone rings, I know that if that person didn't hang up, they will be on the other end of that line.
Yes, that is a good one.
Because sometimes we call people from the Asheville studio, and it rings, and then nobody's there. And then they text us and go, why are you not responding? I can hear you. Because I can't hear you.
Or, run the risk of putting a telemarketer on the air. Or
no doubt.
Like that, It helps to have more hands. And thanks to Trey, we've got more hands.
Oh, sweet baby Trey.
Mm-hmm.
He is a good one.
He is. He is a good one. But we've got the 5 to 7 gig now every weekday evening down in Greenville on Fox Sports Upstate. And we'll be consolidating both shows into one time block. So 3 to 5 on ESPN Asheville, and then 5 to 7 on Fox Sports Upstate down in Greenville. For the YouTube crowd, it'll be a full 4-hour block. And for the iHeartRadio app crowd, you'll just have to switch between presets. It's all that simple.
And you can do that at any time.
All the hard parts.
Just have your presets set on the iHeartRadio app and just bounce right between them.
Mm-hmm.
Gotham had a lot of things he wants us to see do. Polls in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Torture tickets are coming back. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, torture tickets are coming back. And I've got a list for Tank. There's one specifically that involves a sugar cookie costume. That it's a good one.
Nice.
We also have a huge square outside this studio to do torture tickets. Oh. I still maintain Tank in a pair of chaps with a sign that says free hugs is just, that could be a fun day. That could be a fun day.
I don't think it's going to be fun for anybody. I don't see that it would be fun for me, and I don't think it would be fun for y'all either.
It'll be real fun for me because I'll sit up here from the 11th story looking down on you like, look at him. Look at him. Betting on the Miami Dolphins. What are you doing?
Betting on the Dolphins to lose.
Not a good team. Not a good team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, first torture ticket right now. Dolphins under 4 games this year.
I will say I have been, specifically this week, I've been doing a lot of digging into, specifically in college, but I've done it a good bit in the NFL too, digging into over-under futures.
Okay.
Vegas is out of their minds on some of these teams. I mean, just completely off the deep end.
Well, I know we've talked about, what was it, Minnesota? You told me it was like 8.5.
Which is crazy. It's crazy.
Do you have any more examples?
I do. I was trying to get the list. I was hoping you'd tap dance there so I could get to it.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I mean, there are some that make perfect sense. On the low side, I don't think anybody's arguing with the Dolphins at 4.5. The Jets are at 5.5, which feels about right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we've had an adjustment. So, I mean, now you look at opening the funniest one. Do you know what the opening line was on the Arizona Cardinals?
I'll say 4.5.
It was 8.5.
Are you serious?
I don't know how, why. I never saw it that high. It's down to 3.5.
There you go.
And that feels way more accurate. But if you look at the line movement on some of these, I feel like they tell you a story. So we're going to go through the league here. Is this trending in the right direction, or do you think the public's overreacting? Arizona is the wildest one of all of them because the opening number was crazy. 3.5, I think we're in the right ballpark there.
Yeah.
I'm not aggressively – I mean, because if Arizona gets to 4-13, I'm not going to be stunned. I think they're probably below that, but I'm not going to be stunned. The next one's the Arizona Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons started at 7.5. Now it's down to 6.5. Do you feel that's going the right direction?
Yes.
I can't say it as quickly as you just did because Arizona's one of those teams. Atlanta. I'm telling you, I need 4 days off. Bad. Atlanta's one of those teams that if one of these quarterbacks can halfway get it right, they can make us look really stupid.
Yes.
I mean, because they play a good number of teams on this schedule that I think they're every bit as good as, and better in some cases, but they also have some real bootsy abilities. I don't think Atlanta is that far off from anybody in that division. I don't think anybody in that division is that far off from anybody else in that division. So that's 6 winnable games. No matter what you think about Atlanta or what you think about these other teams, nobody's going to be shocked if anybody in that division beats anybody else. Atlanta opens at Pittsburgh. I don't think that's a great team. I think the defense is good enough that Pittsburgh wins in week 1. Then you go to Green Bay, who I don't think is great. You go to New Orleans, who I don't think is great. The problem is that you keep getting home games against teams that are way better than you and going on the road for all the winnable ones. Because then they go Baltimore, Chicago, San Francisco, at Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, Kansas City. Do you understand what I just said there? This team has 10 in 10 games right there. You either have home or neutral site dates against the Panthers, Ravens, Bears, 49ers, Bengals, and Kansas City Chiefs. Every one of those teams is better than you. So just because it's at home, the Cincinnati game is overseas. Then you get to the backside of the schedule. I mean, I like Minnesota. I like Cleveland. I like potentially Washington, depending on how this goes. Could be winnable games. But I understand why the number's going down. Because I could see 6 or I could see 7. Mm-hmm. Baltimore Ravens have stayed at 11.5. That's about right. One of the ones that I've been the most... Say it again.
Action. I said I couldn't foresee me taking any action on either side of that one.
No, and that's usually when you know a number's right. When you go, I have a lean, but I can't see me pulling my wallet out to take it. Mm-hmm. One of the ones I've been the most aggressive on, Buffalo Bills. That started at 12.5. Do you know where it is now?
10.5.
It's at 10.5, and I won't be shocked if it's 9.5 by the time we start the year. Because apparently they are getting massive action on Buffalo under. Like to think I have maybe a little role in that. 10.5 just makes more sense. At 10.5, you're not telling me what it was that I was losing my mind about with Buffalo, that you trust them as much right now as you have in the past. Because to me, that's wild. If you're going into this thinking we're just going to be hunky-dunky, I think you are out of your mind. And they could still be a playoff team, and who knows, maybe this is the year they win a Super Bowl. We're talking about futures going into a season. Next team on the list, the Carolina Panthers, started at 6.5. It's up to 7.5, and it's trending towards 8.5. Now we're getting there.
I'll take the over on
that. At 7.5?
I mean, you're trying to tell me that Atlanta and Carolina are equal, and I don't believe that.
Well, they're not equal. Carolina's up a game. Atlanta started at 7.5, went to 6.5. Carolina started at 6.5, and gone to 7.5.
Oh, I thought Atlanta was at 7.5.
No, they started at 7.5. They're at 6.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, the market is reversing its course to a point, and I think that's right. Carolina at 6.5 is, I can't tell you, it's the biggest future wager that I have money on. It's really high on that list because I think it's just buffoonery to be looking at Carolina with some of these other teams that were way down there. I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay. I was about to say, you made a face there, and
No, I have no objections. I was waiting for you to pitch to Chicago.
The Chicago Bears started at 8.5. Now they're 9.5. That feels right. Even though I think Chicago's in that 8, 9, 10 win range, I'm fine that you started there. I mean, because a lot of times what they will do is they see heavy action on one side, or even if it's not heavy action, they start to see a little bit of a liability, and they'll just balance it out. Oh, you didn't get it early enough? Okay, we're going to switch it. Push Chicago up a spot, even though we feel good at 9. We'll push it up a spot and see if the Bears fans will bet it on the high side, and you can pull out some of our – you can give us a little bit of leverage going under 9.5.
I mean, I don't know too many people whose opinions I respect that think that Chicago is going under that by much.
No, I think that's right where they belong. The next one is one that I'm not going to lie to you. This one's been flicking my brain for a while. The Bengals are at 9.5, and they've stayed at 9.5. Not seeing any movement there is wild to me. Because I don't think I know a soul that thinks that's where Cincinnati's going to finish. You're either down on it and you don't think the defense is going to work, or Joe Burrow gets hurt again and you're significantly under 9, or you're where I'm at and you think, well, you did a lot to fix the defense, and now I've got Joe Burrow and an actual running game. The line's getting more mature. We're getting better every single year. I would have thought that one would have popped up to 10.5 by now.
But it's what can you trust? Are you willing to put money on the Cincinnati Bengals being over 9.5 wins when you don't know the answer to all of those things? Like, how are the defensive changes going to matter? What's the next disaster that's coming?
Let me just ask you a question.
Joe Burrow can have – I mean, Joe Burrow's proved it. He can have an MVP-type season, and you're 9-8, 8-9.
So when did that happen? When did Joe Burrow have an MVP-type season and they weren't better than that? Now, he's been hurt.
I was going to say, didn't they just do that like a year ago?
Joe missed a significant portion of the season last year. Mm-hmm. I mean, he only played 8 games. He only played 10 games 2 years before that. Then you go back to the beginning where, you know, he had the year where they were in the Super Bowl, then they were in the AFC Championship game. That was MVP level Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. But other than that, he's had 2 injury-plagued years, and then you had 2024. And 24, I can't remember exactly what the record was. They were 9-8.
Yeah, there you go. What?
What I'm stuck on is, okay, so I'm going to give you a definitive, and I want you to tell me where Cincinnati goes this year, looking at the schedule. If Joe Burrow has a year like that 2024 year, what's the worst that team can be? Just looking at this guy, I mean, he was 43 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 70% completion percentage. What's the worst this team's going to be? Because with that version of Joe Burrow, you're beating Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Miami, Tennessee, Atlanta, Pittsburgh again, Washington, New Orleans, Cleveland, Carolina, Indianapolis. I got him at 13-4 with that Joe Burrow.
Maybe so.
I'm really just stuck on, can I trust him to stay healthy? Well, you do have they never win in September.
No, because the year I was talking about, 2024, was when they started out 1-4. And then they went on a tear at the end of the year. And shoulda, coulda, wouldas, didn't do enough.
Yeah, they were behind the 8 ball. I forgot that I thought he had injury issues in that year, too. I forgot there was a blip year in between there.
Yeah.
That was the one, if I remember correctly, they went into the last week of the season. They still could make the playoffs, but they needed literally everything short of the Zapruder film to be proven correct.
Yep, and they didn't get it. They didn't get all the help that they needed.
They didn't get any of it. They were eliminated after the 1 o'clock games because literally the first game that could have burned them did.
Right. They won 5 games in a row to end out the year, and sorry about your luck. I think that's why I think that's why that number hasn't moved, because they're not sexy enough to get the action.
God, I think Cincinnati's sexy enough. I'm batting down the hatches, Captain. I am all the way in on Cincinnati.
Okay, all right. We'll take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. When we return, we'll keep talking over-unders here. How does the season look? And what does Vegas think about your team?
The iHeartRadio app.
Now we're clear.
Thank
Just
you.
like in the car, you're our number one. Make
by the way,
yours.
I didn't tell you this in the last break because I forgot I said this.
Streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
The lease on our house ends September 20th.
If you run a business and need to get your message to your next
what if we just didn't rent a new house?
Nothing is faster than audio with iHeart. Let us help you grow your business.
What if we just traveled for football season?
At 844-844-iHeart.
As veterans, we're no...
That sounds precarious.
So why you say that?
For the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached?
So what is the precarity?
You
just gonna go living out of hotels the whole season?
No, Airbnb.
For stress, finances.
I'm already going to be doing it anyway. You've seen the tour schedule.
Find more information.
I mean, my God, I'm not home for a month.
That's va.gov/reach.
Yeah, but what's she gonna do?
And the ad council.
Same thing she's doing right now.
More intense.
She's working out of our Airbnb down here.
More meaningful.
She works remote.
Oh, you'll get tired of that quick.
No doubt, but I'm only talking about doing it for a month.
Radio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of
the lease on our house goes out in September. We put all of our stuff in pods down here. And then we move in it in November. We come home and the house is already done.
Download the free iHeartRadio app
and then we don't have to live in the where is that box?
I didn't know you had another place.
Assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
What do you mean, a place to put a pod?
I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5.
No, you're talking about moving into another house in November.
Yeah.
What house is that?
One of the ones down here.
Best way to put out a campfire.
To put out a campfire, drown with
My
water,
point was,
stir,
if we're going to be on the road
again,
anyway, why are we trying to move into a house September 21st?
The back of your hand.
Wait, really?
Why not just be on the road, put all your stuff in pods, and then pay the movers to move it into the new house, and you're done.
Ad Council. Selling your home?
Then you come home and all your stuff's done.
Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells.
Hey, our house is done.
EXP Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience.
Sounds good in theory.
100% it does. That's all I need it to be. Good in theory.
Cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing. Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the
Bill
spotlight.
Workman said I can put a pot on his property. We're doing this. We're 100% doing
We
this.
have everything you need for the perfect picnic, the greatest grill out, and the best beach vacation.
Shockingly enough, I don't have as much stuff as you would think I do.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Yeah. So, as you're looking forward to this year, what does Vegas think about your team? What does the action say about your team? You're an Atlanta Falcons fan. Tells you people aren't really expecting a whole lot from you this year. Panthers fans, on the other hand, the expectations are rising.
The next team on the list absolutely just dumbfounds me. How are the Dallas Cowboys not above 8.5?
I'm not real sure.
I don't get it. Because Cowboy fans have got to be wagering this because they do every single year. Usually Dallas is always skewed too high. I think this is the first time I can remember that Dallas is skewed too low. It started at 8.5. It's still 8.5. And I'm all the way in.
I mean, I'll take the over on that. A team that's going to be able to score. Although, I will kind of say the same thing about them that I said about Cincinnati. You just kind of expect they're going to figure out a way to be mediocre.
I don't know. I expect that team to be really good. I already know the offense is good. I just need the defense to be competent. Mm-hmm. And you've added some dudes to that defense. I mean, just ask yourself this. Name me another team in the NFL that you could add Quinnen Williams, Rashawn Gary, and Caleb Downs to a defense and people would still be going, I don't know. They could still suck on defense. I don't think they will.
Yeah, I mean, they could.
I don't see it. I just don't. I don't see a path that defense is not light years better than it was last year. And again, I don't need you to be the 85 Bears. I need you not to be a squirrel in the middle of the road.
Sure, and with Caleb Downs, that'll definitely help out that secondary. What about the rest of it, though? Is the rest of it going to be any good? Because one good secondary player does not a good secondary make.
God, I agree, but Savon Revel can't be the worst player in the NFL again. I just don't see a path.
Right. Let's hope not. But, I mean, I will just point out the Arizona Cardinals have had Buda Baker for a long time.
But that's just one dude. We added
That's
three.
What I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. The secondary in Dallas, to me, is one dude.
Well, they also added Jalen Thompson, too, that I'm not real sure why you're undervaluing that. But, I mean, and Deron Bland's not awful. He's very boom or bust, but there is a lot of boom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just look at Dallas up and down, and I don't see a way that let's say you get to 16 defensively. You're going to be in the top 5 offensively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll have the offense strong enough to compete. Will you have the coaching?
I'm just shocked to not see that number have moved. The Cleveland Browns at 5.5. Yeah, I'm not shocked about that one. Mm-hmm. I'm a little shocked it's that high, but okay, you made the bed. You're going to lie in it. That's fine. The Denver Broncos at 9.5. I mean, I think I'm the biggest Bronco detractor on earth. Does that not feel low?
Not when you look at their schedule. Because you got to it's to me it's what you got to be confident with. Right? Over-unders are what are you confident is going to happen?
I am confident they are going to start rather poopy. That I am pretty confident in.
I mean, poopy is being nice.
They could start 0-5. I don't think they're going to, but they could.
Yeah, they could start 0-6.
Oh, it is 6. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number at the end of the schedule. I was trying to get to Arizona. That was the first one where I was like, no, I'm confident in that.
7. That ain't till week 7, brother. We got to play both the LAs. We got to play San Francisco on the road. Jacksonville's not going to be fun. At Kansas City to start the season. Good damn luck. Seattle is week 7 or week 6. Then you go at Arizona. Found one. Found one that's going to be okay. And then you get Kansas City at home the week after that. So let's say everything goes miserably. You might be 1-7 going into the Panther game.
That's as miserable as it can be. I would say you're probably more than likely looking at 3-5.
If you're 3-5, if you're close to a winning record after that start, you should feel pretty good.
If they're 3-5 going into the bye week, they're going to be 8-8 coming off the second game with the Raiders. Because they play 5 in a row that I don't see any way they're going to lose.
No. Vegas, Pittsburgh, Miami, New York.
Now you end Buffalo, New England, Los Angeles, which is daunting. But, I mean, I feel like that's Vegas trying to tell you something. When you've got a team that you've got 6 games that I know for a fact you're not just going to be favored in. You're going to be a 7.5-point favorite in 5 of 6, no matter what your record is. That's telling me Vegas doesn't think you're winning much outside of that. For that number not to have moved at all, even if it gotten lower, that's just Vegas saying, no, we're confident. There are people betting the over on this. We're good. They're going to be 9-8.
That's what happens when schedules get tougher.
That is brutal. The Detroit Lions, how's that one not gone up past 10.5?
Well, you can only push it so far.
You can. You can push it one step further because there are a couple teams that are at 11.5, and I feel like the Lions should be right there with them.
But again, that's also we have to have them win the games that they should win, and Detroit likes to not do that. And so, how much of a chance do you think there is that they end up at 11-7?
I think at 10.5, you have opened yourself up to an absolute deluge of people betting them at 11. Because I don't know that they have 6 games they can lose. Unless Jared Goff gets deported somehow, I don't think they're losing more than 6 games. And he's from California, so I don't like the chances of that.
It's real tough. It's real tough. I tried to do it again. I looked at the schedule again and went, how many could you have? And 6 is about the most.
6 is the absolute. If they go 11-6, you might have to start talking about firing Dan Campbell. That's how bad that schedule is.
Well, I mean, no, that does actually give them the cushion for the game that you're not supposed to, right? The game against Tampa Bay a couple of years ago where they, had 500 yards of offense but couldn't get any end zone. And then ended up losing it on like a freak play at the end. That gives you enough leeway there. All right, so maybe you're right on that one. Maybe that one should have come up another spot.
We have a super chat, and I read that at a very poor time.
Time to hit the button?
Yep.
Okay.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash.
From Kevin Mullen, it's a Shanahanism. Kyle Shanahan said, turns out it's actually Old Glory. I thought there was an extra word at the end of that. Forgive me, Father. Happy 4th weekend, fellas. Make sure to keep all your digits this weekend. Mm-hmm. Kevin Mullen is a national treasure and must be protected at all costs.
We'll take the break here in the Sportsocracy.
I'm going to screenshot that and show it to Trey Falco when he gets here.
It's a very good one. Very good one. But we'll be right back after this.
ESPN Nashville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Hazy, hot, humid weather will continue. Hotter today than yesterday when we reached the low 90s, and Friday and on the 4th. Or 90-plus heat, actually into the mid-90s. Now, for now, the heat advisories are a couple of counties east. But today, tomorrow, and on the 4th, around 95. Heat index maybe 100 or hotter, and some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Major League Baseball.
MLB Star Spangled Sunday, presented by Ford. Catch the Mets and Braves on NBC at noon Eastern. Plus every MLB game streaming live on Peacock. Baseball for the people. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Sponsored by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The U.S. is on to the round of 16, but they'll be without their leading scorer. Coach Mauricio Pochettino doesn't think Flo Balogun should have received a red card last night.
For me, never is a red card. Watching after on TV, and never was the intention.
Balogun will serve his suspension when the U.S. meets Belgium Monday. A win would get the U.S. to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2002.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
A 988 is the number that can make a difference.
It's the number to use when you need help and you don't know where to turn.
Call, text, or chat 988 day or night.
988, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Brought to you by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
It is ESPN Asheville. Time to get just a bit outside, or actually, this is the weird part. And here's the thing. I think I think one thing that we can all get behind is that actions should have consequences.
Fact.
All right, we've talked about this a lot with, the Brendan Sorsby thing that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, a great example. Somebody left Dot's Pretzels in the break room here, and my Fatus is here by himself. And the effect and the consequences are you don't have Dot's Pretzels anymore. And I have pretzel dust all over me.
Right. Now, some think that the harder part, and sometimes it's true, that the harder part is, do your actions define you as a person? And I would say maybe in some cases a single action doesn't necessarily define you as a person. It's when habitual things happen that I believe that starts to define you as a person. A Florida County Commission candidate arrested the other day on domestic violence charges and says this will not define my campaign. However, it is the second time in 6 months that he's been arrested for domestic violence. I have a feeling that I'm just going to see through the smoke here, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that could define you as a person. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
That habitual actions do define you as a person.
No doubt.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
If whoever leaves Dot's Pretzels in the break room does it again, I now know whoever did it is a dumbass, because this is going to keep happening.
I get so tired of it. Just being gaslighted or gaslit everywhere we go.
Gaslight high?
Gasliticus? I don't know.
Gasliticis. I'm going to leave out a part of my story. And that part of the story takes this from to what? Gracie, 3-year-old animal, living on a ranch in Texas. Disappeared. Owners have put up a $5,000 reward to find the animal. Cedar Hollow Ranch in Texas Hill Country, about 100 miles west of San Antonio. The owner of this ranch is one Vic Jones. Sent helicopters looking for the animal. The animal's gone into heavily wooded areas, and they just can't find it. Tank, what part of the story did I leave out?
What kind of animal is it?
Mm-hmm. What kind of animal makes this story real stupid?
Tell the people, I know.
It's a freaking giraffe. How do you lose a giraffe? It is as tall as a tree. How do you make... If you misplace a giraffe, you should not be kept as a giraffe keeper or any other animal. Because if you can lose a giraffe, you can lose anything. I feel like Vic Jones hasn't seen their keys in 15 years. Because if you can lose a giraffe, you're not allowed to keep up with things anymore. How the hell do you lose a giraffe?
Just in case you were wondering, a 3-year-old a giraffe averages between 10 and 12 feet tall and weighs about 1,200 pounds.
If you can lose a giraffe, you could one day say, I'll be damned, lost my airplane. Don't know where I left it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the airplane's not going to get up and walk off. Giraffe will do that.
Yes, but it's 12 feet tall. Look up. That's all you got to
do. Look up.
Look up. Found her. Hey, weird. Why is that one tree eating the other trees? Oh, because it's a damn giraffe.
That was it.
There's another line in the story.
The trees.
There's a line in the story that's bothering me. Vic said people are not in danger of her because she's turned around, because she's not around people. She's out in a very, very rough, heavily wooded land.
Yes.
I have a question. Are we supposed to be scared of giraffes?
Yes.
Why?
They will mess you up.
Will they? I can't tell if you're messing with me or not.
No, I'm not. Those little knobby things on the top of their heads, those are weapons. And they can swing their necks to protect themselves. or to attack.
Wait.
It's not fun.
Wait.
It's not. Yeah.
Wait. Hold up. Back to Truth Trolley up here. We got to go back a ways.
Yeah.
I once took a calculus class, which in my entire life I have never used, not nary a time. But you mean through 13 years of school, of grade school, and then college, nobody at any point ever said there could come a day where I go, oh no, run away, the giraffe is on the loose.
I'm just saying there is a chance that it could hurt you. You might be able to get out of its way, but the slower of us are going to be in danger.
Well, I mean, in your case, you're so short that for it to hit you, it's got to crane its neck almost to the ground. So
it's very true.
If he does it, just try to grab on and ride
it. Like George of the Jungle or Tarzan.
Now, I gotta know. I'm asking Chat GPT this.
Okay.
Jeremy GPT comes in handy sometimes, and I feel like this is one of those times. You do whatever you're going to do. I need to ask it a question, and I'll let you know the answer.
I'm so afraid of what he's asking it right now.
No, what I'm going to ask it is, should people be afraid of giraffes? Is there any reason for me as an adult man to be scared of a giraffe?
For the man who's scared of raccoons.
Raccoons are rabid creatures. They have the rabies. And they hang out in your trash. And then they get scared because they're fat. And then they try to... Okay, I can't believe I'm having to explain this. The chances of you getting attacked by a giraffe and getting attacked by a raccoon are not in the same wheelhouse of each other. Birds. There are birds everywhere. There's like 84 giraffes in the entire country. Giraffe? Is it giraffe? Giraffes?
Giraffes.
Giraffes. I'm going with that one.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, I mean, there are things to fear from, I mean, just about any animal. They all have ways to defend themselves. I don't know, maybe tortoises. You shouldn't, maybe not be so afraid of them. Although their necks can really reach out there. They can bite you.
Okay, I asked Jeremy GPT and we have an answer.
What did it say?
I asked it, should people be afraid of giraffes?
Yes.
And it said no, absolutely not. People act like... hold on. It takes a turn here in a minute.
Okay.
People act like giraffes are these majestic, gentle creatures that spend their days nibbling leaves and minding their own business. That's propaganda. Should you be afraid of giraffes? Not in the lock your doors sense, but should you respect the fact that nature built a 19-foot tall horse with a construction crane for a neck and gave it the ability to kick hard enough to send a lion to the shadow realm? Absolutely.
There it is.
People say they're herbivores. Cool. Cows are herbivores too. Doesn't mean I want one of them putting me like Pat McAfee. I love Jeremy GPT.
And watch one of those like David Attenborough scenes where two giraffes beat up another giraffe with their heads. And that's enough to frighten anybody. Because I'm telling you, they can swing those necks around to where...
Yeah, Jeremy GPT, it mentioned that too. Then there's the neck fighting. Male giraffes literally swing their necks like medieval flails to establish dominance. Somewhere along the evolutionary line, Mother Nature said, you know what would be hilarious? Let's make the neck the weapon.
Right, because it's frightening.
I've never thought about this. Not one time in my entire life.
I watched one of those specials one time, and I mean they killed another one. Like they killed the old bull of the herd just by hitting him.
But that's killing a giraffe. I don't know if you know this, and maybe this is the NFL draft scout in me, but the scouting report on giraffe is not hard to kill. I'm just going to throw that out there. Anything that's head is 11 feet from its body, not exactly like hunting a lion.
Yeah, no. No.
It's basically a deer where the head was put on a garden hose. I mean, am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
No, it's all tracking. We're all following you. They're frightening.
I thought I was just telling a funny story about someone losing one of their giraffes. But apparently now I have a new thing to be scared of.
Exactly, because here all you thought was, oh, here's just old Dum-Dum. He looks so slow and meek, just out there eating leaves. No, they'd mess you up.
Why did Steve Irwin never tell us this? The stealthy giraffe.
He didn't live that long.
He
was
Tank.
getting to the giraffes in the next episode.
You're just not a good person. And send all hate mail. You send the hate mail to him. Steve Irwin was the national treasure.
I didn't say he wasn't. I love Steve Irwin.
I just wish we had seen that episode. The stealthy giraffe. The giraffes is hanging out in the wilderness. We have to be sure that it doesn't see us, as it will swing its neck like a 7-iron, and I don't like my chances. I don't know why Steve Irwin turned into Jason Statham, but at some point there he did.
Not really sure. I mean, it was like a weird combination of Morgan Freeman and Jason Statham.
And that was the last time that we saw the giraffes in the wilderness before they tried to kill us. We have 2 super chats. Good God, we're idiots, and they just gave us more time to be dumber. I'm going to read these in reverse because I think one of them needs to be talked about more than the other. The other one's just funny. Sir Jimothy said Jerry Jones is confused why none of his Cowboys wear chaps around the stadium. He asked Stephen if he can put that in their contracts. Listen, Stephen, if you want to be a Dallas Cowboy, I expect you to dress the part of a cowboy. Now I just can't stop doing Morgan Freeman. Like, from here on, everything else is going to be Morgan Freeman for the rest of the day.
All right, and then we got one from Great North.
We do. This is a really good idea that I think we can find a way to get behind. I will have to ask legal so many questions next week. He said, fantasy football for charity. 2 divisions, Asheville versus Greenville. 50% of the proceeds go to charity. Maybe some of our friends might pitch in. What charity would we help, and does this break any rules? The last question is what I'm going to have to ask because the wagering rules are wildly different between the 2 states. If you want an explanation of that, just imagine that it was legal to burgle in North Dakota, and they executed you for it in South Dakota. Kind of the same thing.
I believe there's a charity clause in there somewhere.
Sure. I don't know, but that's why we ask.
It's been a long time.
That's why we ask the lawman.
That's right.
But I can I think it's a great idea. Look, I loved Battle for the Belt. I loved it. We got into see, that was one of those. We didn't ask legal. And I learned a valuable lesson with that particular endeavor. Ask legal.
So we'll ask about this one and see what can happen. Great North Sports, he is our official fantasy guy, and we'll have more content with him throughout the season, more opportunity to get him on with us as well with an extra hour a day to fill.
For sure. We are definitely going to steer into the incredibly talented humans that we have that work with us, whether it's David and Dubs from Great North or Evo and Mike, Bill Workman. You're going to see a good number of those characters, and it's going to happen way quicker than you think because Jeremy needs a vacation.
And it'll be a great lead-in to our or their Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock on the YouTube. Great North Sports with David and Dubs. And we'll be on from 3 to 7 all you'll have is just an hour to collect your thoughts before more dumbassery can resume.
We are now a one-stop shop of dumbassery. Mm-hmm. You can't get away from it. I saw my dad this morning. He lives down by the lake down here. And he said, I don't know who you got doing your social media, but my God, I can't get away from your face. He's like, I moved into a different state to get away from your face. And like every time I turn on Facebook, just there you are again.
Yep. It's the name of the game. At least that's what Megan.
That's what Whip and May keeps telling us is just be so annoying and right out in front of them. Just we're right here.
Glad we brought her along on this little journey that we're on.
Oh, I've never been gladder that we brought her along than this week because she has entertained my wife the entire week. I got home late. I have to tell this story. I know it's a sports show, but this is too funny for me to not tell, especially because I know Evo may or may not be listening, and I think this story is going to make his brain explode. So while we were at the draft house, he called me Kakalaki Koresh because I have 3 women that are with me at all times. My wife, Amy, business manager, Megan, social media manager, Cece. So this has become a running joke to the point of he sends me memes all the time. I got home last night, and I was dead. I mean, dead. I laid down on the couch, and I don't even realize what's happening. And I do not know what Lifetime, Hallmark, what the hell are you watching show they had on television. At no point did anybody ever look at me and go, oh, did you have a hard day at work? Was it a tough day? It was, this is what we're doing. And you can get over it. And so I just went to Seeps. I don't know what they were watching. It was some bizarre show. Some girl got like kidnapped, but she worked for the FBI, and maybe she killed somebody. And I watched it for a minute, and then I went,
Yeah, it's best just to let them have their time.
Yep. I walked into the house and went, it's a little dark in here. I don't know that this place is friendly for the man types at this point. So I'm just going to go to sleep.
Exactly. That's the best part, or that's the best thing that you can do in those scenarios. Don't ask questions. Don't ask, what are we watching? Because then they'll feel like they have to pause it and explain it to you.
Which, by the way, this is, and if any wives or girlfriends are listening, we don't want you to explain it to us.
No, we don't. I'll stop my wife and just go, you don't have
to. I don't care.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up or I'll leave.
100%. Yeah. You know what I don't want? The Cliff's Notes version where I start having to hear about a jacket she wore in episode 2 for 5 minutes. I don't need that in my life. If I want to go back and watch it, I'll do it on one of these nights where, I don't know, I'm awake till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. We really didn't care. It's a lot like asking somebody, how you doing? That doesn't mean if you've been doing poorly.
To explain it.
You know what, man? It's everything's just sucks, and my life is terrible, and my marriage is falling apart, and my car broke down yesterday, and my dog has some kind of weird fungus on his eyeball that he can't get rid of. Like, I don't care.
Nope.
Be a considerate person and do the common sense thing and say, I'm fine.
There are 3 acceptable answers to that. If somebody asks you how you're doing, there's 3 acceptable answers. Fine, good, or living the dream. There are no more. I don't care if you just had your leg cut off and you're hopping over to me. If I say, how you doing? Fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. That was not, even though that is what the question insinuates, I don't need to know any of that.
Throw a dandy on it if you're doing good, right? You know, like I'm doing fine and dandy, or I'm hunky-dunky, or I keep it short, keep it sweet.
If it's more than 3 words, you got it wrong.
Right.
Bill Workman said, I'm fine, I'm here, not dead yet, or living the dream. Nailed it.
Bingo.
My wife cheated on me. The dog ran away. They didn't have the DVD I wanted at Blockbuster. The truck's out of gas. I don't care. Okay, like I didn't ask any of that.
Friendly tip, if you didn't know this already, but a real friend who does care about those things would have already known them.
For sure.
That person, you shouldn't have to explain things to, right? They know.
And if you do it to it,
you know, buddy's been having some problems, so you're gonna be like, "How you doing, man?" And he'll have that conversation. If I see you for the first time since we've been in high school together, and I go, "How you doing?" and you start laying your problems of the world on me, we're not that good of friends, bro. And guess what? You just guaranteed we're not going to be.
And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, if you do it to a stranger, I called the cops 2 sentences in. Because this dude's a serial killer for sure. Like, he has no friends, and he is dying to confess to what he has done, and now is the time. Because I promise you, you've been trying to figure it out for years.
Yeah, you may not be able to see it, but that hand in my pocket is gripping my rape whistle. I'm tired of this conversation. We're going to take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're clear.
I didn't know how you were going to finish that sentence. That would never at any point.
And Friday and on the 4th for 90-plus heat. Actually,
and he raped my ear.
Today,
oh,
tomorrow,
boy.
And on the 4th. Around 95, heat index maybe 100 or hotter, and some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Your logistics business moves fast. Is your team keeping up? Express Employment Professionals connects you with qualified talent fast. Express helps you hire smarter and stay productive. Visit ExpressPros.com for an office. Express Employment Professionals, respecting people, impacting business.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500, so you can take the ultimate American getaway.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Incredible service, honest communication, trusted accountability. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The Atlanta Braves are rocking into the 2026 season. When lights are on, the Braves are on. Asheville's Real Rock 105.1. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The American experiment. 250 years. One dream, one opportunity to soar at a time. 1776 was a long time ago. America and the world, it's a very different place. But the things we cherish, family, friendship, remain the same. Happy birthday, USA. Ingalls, American-owned since 1963.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment. Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and that way you can join us in the chat each and every day. It is a Threadbare Thursday, so you can throw your topics into the chat. Got questions, statements, funny things, quips, and the like. Throw them in there. We'll get to them here. I'm really thrilled that I've kept so many people guessing. They're debating in the chat whether or not I'm a serial killer.
No way. There's too much kind in that soul. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't.
He's just real weird, and he says things.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, after 10 years of doing this, I'm not going to lie. When they said, hey, we want you to do more of this, I went, are you sure?
With that guy?
But, really? We? Not me. Not he. We?
Mm-hmm. Every day's an adventure here in the Sportsocracy.
For sure.
I keep coming back.
I mean, the craziest part to me is that we started a show in Greenville this week with no fanfare. We literally have not gotten to one scripted topic in 3 shows. Because people are just sending texts and calls, and it's been... We didn't intend it that way, but it's landed there, and we're fine with that.
Now, Gary in the YouTube comments does have a good point. My kids, on the other hand.
Oh,
that could be.
Yeah, I can't go down that rabbit hole. Now, if you want to say the mean thing, then you totally can. But nope.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm just, and I can't say that what was inferred was incorrect. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy.
We're doing stuff.
We are doing stuff. It is America's 250 celebration weekend.
Woo!
Do you have? Other than the birthday, we've already talked about that. But are you guys planning to go watch fireworks somewhere?
Oh yeah, we're going to a big display in Asheville with our buddy Robbie Wright. Owns the Big Orange Tent. He used to own Showtime Sports. We're very excited about it. He has invited me every year, and we have never been in town. And this year, I am so happy to be in town.
Excellent. That should be fun. I have no idea what we're doing other than we're going to Tennessee, and I'm not sure if there's anything near where we're going most days. I'm not sure that there's anything close to it on the 4th of July. I'm just not. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. However, I do believe Tennessee, that's where they keep those good fireworks. So even if we got to do something ourselves, we may. You never know. We were earlier talking about over-unders for the upcoming season. And what can they tell you? And then we got derailed with, life because that's what we do. So, where did we leave off? Green Bay?
We did leave off at one of those teams. We didn't get so Green Bay would be the first one. Yes,
right. We were talking about Detroit and the fact that that number hasn't climbed high enough for you yet. The Green Bay Packers can't be more than 8-5.
I'm dumbfounded that this is stuck at 9.5. How do you find out that Micah Parsons is going to be gone for half the year and that doesn't do anything to a defense that doesn't have anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm wrong, somebody feel free to tell me. And I know the Packers live in this area. But really? Can you find 9 wins? Because I don't see it.
I didn't expect it would be over 8.5.
I mean, Green Bay's schedule, the first 3 weeks, awesome. You should be 2-1, 3-0. You might not win another game until you play Minnesota again. Oh, and by the way, it ain't better after the break either.
I think they're going to have real problems, and I don't really foresee much more than 9 if you get there.
I mean, I can't get to 9. Let's say you beat Minnesota twice. I'll give you a split with the other 2 teams in your division, in spite of the fact I don't think that's actually going to happen. Mm-hmm. I'll give you the Jets. I'll give you Atlanta. I'll give you Carolina because it's in your place. Miami.
Okay.
I'm at 8.
So that means I have to pull off one win that I'm not supposed to.
Well, I mean, just ask yourself this question. Are they going to beat Houston? I would say no.
No.
Are they going to beat Buffalo? At New Orleans?
Turnovers.
At the
turnovers
Rams?
does Josh Allen have? That's what I want to know.
At the New England Patriots? At the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I don't see it.
Tampa's one that's always you could win.
With no pass rush to speak of?
Yeah, with no Micah, it'll be rough.
I mean, you have nothing. You have no Rashawn Gary. You have no Kingsley Enagbare. You have no Micah Parsons. Where exactly do you think you're going to get pass rush from to keep Baker Mayfield from absolutely eating your lunchbox?
Brandon Sorrell. Or what was that his name? What was his name?
Brandon Sorrell was a...
Sorrell, yeah. Barron.
Or Barron Sorrell. Yeah.
Barron Sorrell. Yeah.
You tripped me up on that. That's Brandon Cisse. I just don't get it. They're one of those teams that I'm sure I'll take the under. I'm not going heavy on it because they're well coached, and I still don't have a definitive on when Micah comes back. But the fact that number hasn't gone down at all is wild to me.
Mm-hmm. And then you can bet it down if you think it's going to be at 8.5. You can get a little better odds out of that. Not great, but better. Houston's at 9.5.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers have the same line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need that explained to me like I'm a small child.
It definitely doesn't make a lot of sense when you consider that Houston's better at everything than Green Bay is.
Literally name me a position that you would take Green Bay over Houston. Because I can't find one.
I cannot.
Maybe linebacker just because Adrian Cooper is that good. But
I was going to say the specific position that Micah Parsons plays.
And the one that Adrian Cooper plays. You meant position group? Yeah, I don't have one of those.
No, I don't. Houston is going to be unbelievable defensively. And the offense is better than Green Bay, and I don't think that's real close.
Not even in the ballpark to me.
I mean, I'll take give me a running game.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs, if he's not suspended, which he very well could be.
Could be.
Gary Burt said the AFC is a better conference. Yeah, but the division's not. Which he did immediately say right afterwards. That's the thing that kills me. Then I look at the rest of the division. The Jacksonville Jaguars at 8.5. That's gone up. I think it should go up. Now, it's probably where it belongs. And I think Jacksonville is going to regress a decent amount. They have Indianapolis at 7.5, and I don't get that at all. Oh, our secondary is really good. What else is?
Our running back.
And then?
Yep.
Got a real good tight end.
DeForest Buckner. He's still good at football.
But you've got Daniel Jones playing quarterback.
Yes.
So
it's not going to be fun. So under on the Indianapolis Colts at 7.5.
I'm just to me it's wild that hasn't moved at all.
How low can you go? Plus 340 for under 5.5.
That
thinking about it.
That felt good.
You're thinking about it. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 8.5. Is that right?
That's fine. It's fine. It's gone up one. It started at 7.5. Okay, we're getting closer. I would take the over until we got to 9.5, but I understand how you're this low because the schedule is daunting, and that is a team that I feel like is set up pretty poorly to not regress.
I know you're taking the over on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I am. I can't believe that one's gone down. They started at 11.5. It's come down to 10.5, and you're still getting plus money at 10.5. Which means it's really at 9.5, but it's just in between, which is, to me, is crazy.
Plus 370 if you wanted to push it over 12.5. Cutting it closer, but there.
Yeah, that's you probably went too high on that one.
No, they're not. Those losses are few and far between on that schedule, are they not?
At 11.5, I feel decent. At 10.5, I feel great.
That's why I said 12.5 is pushing it, but are going to be favored in a whole bunch of games.
A whole bunch.
Oh, how about the Raiders?
Fine. 5.5.
Under.
I would go under. It's come down one. I liked it better at 6.5.
I'm curious.
Tank's sitting here like, if I go to 1.5,
how much will you give me for 1.5?
They're not that bad.
No, they're not that bad. But I do like, juicing the odds a little bit and going to under 4.5 to give me plus 215.
I think that's my line.
4.5 is your line?
I think they probably end up 5-12. Again, I'm going to say the same thing I said yesterday. There are so many teams that are just actively trying to lose, and I think they play every single one of them.
How different should the totals be on the Los Angeles teams? And do they have it right at 2?
I think the Rams should be 12.5 and the Chargers should be 10.5.
Okay.
The Rams, to me, whatever the highest we have is, that's where they should be. And I don't care how tough the schedule is. That team is wicked.
Let's see here. 13.5 is the highest I see it on the old DraftKings.
I don't think I would go that high. That feels like I'm begging for. But the Chargers right now are at over 12.5 or plus 450, which that feels too high.
Yes. 11.5. We could talk.
Well, I mean, that's even plus 240.
Exactly. And I feel much more comfortable sitting there with the Chargers.
I don't think it's untoward to say that we could have both Los Angeles teams playing in Los Angeles for a Super Bowl this year.
No. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Because I like the Chargers a lot, and it's very obvious how much I like the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and if things go well, the offensive line stays healthy for the Chargers. And, Mike McDaniel comes in and transforms the offense. At least just makes it not sputter at times. That could be an all-LA Super Bowl. But the Chargers should be over 9.5. And the Rams should be over 11.5. Correct?
I would say so, yes.
And then that brings us to the Dolphins.
Under. Don't care. Is it over?
Yes. 4.5.
Under. Under for anything you want. Don't care.
3.5 will get you plus 154.
Good. Do it.
Do it.
What does under 1.5 get you?
It will only let you go to 2.5.
Let's go to 2.5. What does that get you?
330.
In.
Bet it down all the way.
That's just it's a bad team.
Mm-hmm. One of the worst that I've ever seen. And I don't know how it's going to get any. I don't know how you're going to overachieve. Although anything would be overachieving for this team. We talked about yesterday, and I was only really kind of half joking about a winless team this year. Because I feel like there's a good shot. There's a good shot one of these teams is going to be that damn bad. Because between the Dolphins and the Cardinals, I don't know if it gets much worse than that. And then you throw me in a couple of other teams that may be in that mix. It's a complete crash out for the Raiders or for the Titans or Jets or Browns. I'm sorry that it took me so many teams to say the Browns. They should have been in there.
The Browns should have been out there way quicker.
The Browns should have been in there first. I recognize that. But, yeah, I got a whole bunch of teams that I feel like could have a case for worst team ever. And we don't have an 0-17 team.
This could be the year. I don't think it will be because I think they're going to wind up trading wins with each other. But, man, the bottom of this league is bad.
I'm putting money on whoever wins that week one game between Miami and Vegas.
You taking the under?
No, on whoever loses that game, I'm putting money on them to just run the table. Or the opposite of hide under the table. Is that what that is? Running the table would mean you win.
Correct.
Yeah. Are you flipping the table if you go 0-17?
You know what's not good? The fact that Google listens to you, and now I'm getting ads to feed giraffes. I don't like this.
The wild safari experience in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Looks like some dude named Dave is feeding a grape to Trevor Lawrence. I don't like that. Please take that away from my computer screen, please.
He found Joe Exotic's second zoo.
Doc Antle got out of jail and now he's doing stuff.
Is he in jail? I thought he died.
Did he die?
I don't know. Because I was trying to think. Like I remember Doc Antle was from Myrtle Beach.
He was. Yeah, he's still alive.
Is he still alive? Okay.
Yeah, he was convicted of wildlife trafficking and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Mm-hmm. That's when you know somebody wasn't good at it, when they got convicted for conspiracy to do it instead of actually doing it. He talked about it a lot, but he didn't know how to launder money. He kept putting it in the dryer. He took a bunch of illicit money to his dry cleaner and said, "Could you launder this for me, please?"
Please, I hear that you can clean this for me.
It'd also be cool if you could get this jacket. It's got some lion drool on the shoulder.
How do you start that conversation with the guy behind the counter? Like, okay, I know you do. I know you'll do whites, and I know you do colors. Do you do greens? That's the secret code for coming. Come and let me take care of your money. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll be back right after this.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets.
And we're clear.
All right.
You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
The games more intense. The goals more meaningful.
This is what 2026 FIFA World Cup is all about.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026
live.
Seattle, we're coming back.
Team USA is through to the round of 16.
Don't miss the game. Monday night at 8 Eastern. Download the free iHeartRadio app and search
World Cup.
The world is listening.
Are you?
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Birthday. That's birthday. Enter it now.
I'm Naheem Hines. I support the Muscular Dystrophy Association because they help my mom and kids like Ethan.
Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before.
Join us and learn more at mda.org today.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products. Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Coming to you everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Don't forget, you can take the iHeartRadio app and follow all of the action in the World Cup. games getting ready to start for today in the knockout round.
Oh, who can get knocked out today? Who can get knocked out today?
It's probably not going to be Portugal.
I think that's a pretty safe assumption.
It's probably not going to be Spain.
Feel pretty good about that as well.
Other than that,
Switzerland and Algeria.
Your best guess is as good as mine.
Same thing with actual wagers. Switzerland is minus 110. Algeria, plus 110. Slight favorite.
Follow the action on the iHeartRadio app. We are the official audio partner of the World Cup. Like I said, game's getting ready to get going at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll have coverage for you throughout the weekend as well. United States won last night, 2-0. And so we move on to the next round.
Even though we got housed by a call.
Yeah. But, I mean, we were still, it was fine. If we'd have lost, it'd have been, of course, something more dramatic.
Oh, if we had lost based on that, having to finish with 10 players.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that he doesn't get to play in the round of 16 is a bummer.
See, to me, that's stupid. That's a stupid part of this. You've already punished a team. Why do you have what? Why? What? Why do sports have rules that just don't make any sense?
Well, I mean, I didn't see what he did to get the first card anyway, right? Because isn't that how that works? You can't get a red card until you had the yellow card.
No, this was just a direct red.
This was just a red?
Yep.
He didn't do nothing else?
Nope.
Oh, I thought this was one of those, like, he had a foul in the previous game, and then he did it again, and then...
Nope.
And just scratching him with your cleat. That does it.
Straight to red.
Just tossed out.
And it's just completely at the official who's not supposed to be able to review it, but he did. I will say, had they lost today, you would have heard a lot of people like me that don't really understand what they're mad about that were just mad as hell. It's 2 days before Independence Day, and we are angry.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I thought that was like a habitual thing. That was why he got kicked out.
Nope.
But apparently not. Okay. All right. Well,
first thing he did wrong, and then he didn't get to play with his friends anymore. Just away.
Further proof, soccer sucks.
I don't agree with you. I've enjoyed this a lot.
They're against us, and I don't like it.
Hey, why not us? They're against us. We must show why we are Americans. Mm-hmm. We don't care that you don't like us. You came over here, ate our ranch dressing, and now we're going to kick your keister.
That's right.
About that.
Time for us to pull off the second biggest upset in world history.
You know what I'm not upset about?
What's that?
DraftKings Sports app. It's win or go home. This is it. Cup knockout round is now, and DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets, bringing the game straight to your fingertips wherever you are. The excitement is at the speed of sports. Follow every knockout round thriller, every penalty shootout, every stoppage time moment that ends a nation's run. Sweat the matches that matter in real time with seamless experience built for the world's biggest stage. No matter where you're watching, you're always connected and in the game with one app.
New DraftKings customers, sign up with the code WPEK. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code WPEK. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. It's a limited time offer. When we come back from the break here on ESPN Asheville, it'll be our final crimes at 2:30.
Our final 2:30 crimes.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right. That's right. Coming up after the weekend on Tuesday, we'll return 3 to 5. Rich Eisen, he'll be taking over our slot in 12 to 3. We appreciate him doing that, doing the heavy lifting for us on that one. Moving 3 to 5 here on ESPN Asheville on Thursday. And yes, we will give you the most important message of the day when we come back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Hazy, hot, humid weather will continue. Hotter today than yesterday when we reached the low 90s, and Friday and on the 4th. Or 90-plus heat, actually into the mid-90s. Now, for now, the heat advisories are a couple of counties east. But today, tomorrow, and on the 4th, around 95. Heat index maybe 100 or hotter, and some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Run a business and not thinking about podcasting? Think again. More Americans listen to podcasts than ad-supported streaming music from Spotify and Pandora. And as the #1 podcaster, iHeart's twice as large as the next two combined. Learn how podcasting can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Sponsored by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The U.S. is on to the round of 16, but they'll be without their leading scorer. Coach Mauricio Pochettino doesn't think Flo Balogun should have received a red card last night.
For me, never is a red card. Watching after on TV and never was the intention.
Balogun will serve a suspension when the U.S. meets Belgium Monday. A win would get the U.S. to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2002.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
A crisis moment is any moment where you feel overwhelmed and as if you aren't able alone to handle what's happening. We care, we listen, we help. Call, text, or chat 988 anytime.
Brought to you by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
At Ingles, we're all in for summer. We have everything you need for the perfect picnic, the greatest grill out, and the best beach vacation. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The American Experiment. 250 years. One dream, one opportunity to soar at a time. 1776 was a long time ago. America and the world. It's a very different place. But the things we cherish, family, friendship, remain the same. Happy birthday, USA. Ingalls, American-owned since 1963.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
It is ESPN Asheville. This is the Sportsocracy, and it is time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes.
It's important that you abide by your own limitations. How about that? That's the best way I can put this. There are a few of us in the group here that enjoy a drink every now and then, and that's fine. As long as you drink responsibly, as all the commercials say. Don't drink and drive. Make sure you're crossing your I's and dotting your T's. And just behave yourself. Did you know that in other countries they can actually ban you from drinking alcohol? I didn't know that. Never really thought about it. They never really had to. But apparently it is an actual sentence. Like you can be banned from drinking alcohol over in the UK. And this one guy was, after he got into a fight with his dad. I mean, as you do when you're drinking. Jeremy, you know all about that. Got into a fight with his dad. He actually managed to punch a dog during all of this as well, which, I mean, there's a special place for you right there. And then when the cops came, he apparently was throwing pancakes. And he was specifically taken into custody after he threw a pancake at the officer's genitals.
I mean, that would hurt, though.
I wouldn't think so. That would be one of those things that you're just like, it's okay. So the guy, once he was taken to the police station, he was provided with a pot noodle and a flapjack. I'm not sure what a pot noodle is, but I'm pretty sure it's not like crimes. So they gave him a pot noodle and a flapjack. He hurled the instant noodle snack towards the officer, but failed to make contact.
Pot noodle's like a British version of top ramen.
Okay. And then he launched, quote unquote, the flapjack, which struck the officer in the genitals, causing what he describes as a sharp and immediate pain.
Manly man, ain't he?
Like, was he not wearing pants?
I don't know that it would matter if you were wearing pants or not.
I mean,
it's a
maybe.
pancake.
I'm just trying to think. Maybe they make their flapjacks differently over in Britain. Right, like how we have biscuits and they call them scones. Do they make their flapjacks any differently than we do? Because I don't feel like that would be one to create that sharp and immediate pain. I mean, obviously every guy knows exactly what pain he's talking about. We've all felt it at one point. I just don't believe that was caused by a pancake being thrown at your crotch.
Gambit fan said, these are British cops, Jeremy. A sternly wooded letter would wound them severely. Got a good point. And that's why 250 years living free. My story is about a flight. This flight was bound for Spain after leaving Newark Liberty International Airport. Flight departed around 6 p.m. for Palma de Mallorca, Spain, but landed back at Newark at 9:37. 190 passengers, 12 crew members on the Boeing 767. They had a problem with Bluetooth. Not the plane's Bluetooth. A Bluetooth device on the plane. So they told everyone to turn off their devices. In very stereotypical fashion, not everybody did. So they came on the air, they said it again. Turn off all your devices. To the point of all but two were off. But one of them, and I can't say the full name of the Wi-Fi network because it has a wordy dirt in it. But the last word was that one word that you cannot say on an airplane ever, 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 ever. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a B and it rhymes with bomb. some goober apparently had renamed their Wi-Fi network on their hotspot a bleep bomb. They thought it was a real bomb, so they had to turn the plane around, search the entire plane, and then put everybody else on a replacement flight on Sunday. First of all, don't name your Wi-Fi network stupid things. I see that all the time. There's always some idiot on an airplane whose hotspot is FBI surveillance van. Listen, Daryl, it's not cute. And if I had been on this plane, I think I'd have gone seat by seat. Which one of you? Who you is? Because we're about to meet in a very uncomfortable way. Also, just throwing this out there, and I guess this goes back to the, are you sure we can't take liquid things on airplanes? I don't believe anybody in the history of bombs has ever named their bomb a blank bomb. I think it's in like day one of bomb maker school. Don't name your bomb.
Yeah, don't call it that. Call it anything but that.
Call it Geely.
Yeah. Geely?
Was that god-awful Jennifer Lopez movie? It just bombed. Terrible. Yeah. The worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And I saw Jason X.
Oddly enough, 2 movies I have not seen.
And maybe why I don't watch movies.
Probably.
Not enough Godfather, too much Jiggly.
Exactly. Giggly was not where it was at.
Look, you put Jennifer Lopez in a movie that's, and I mispronounced it. Okay, that's on me. But you put Jennifer Lopez in a movie that I thought was called Jiggly. Yeah, I showed up.
Yeah,
I did. Matter of fact,
I actually went to see the sequel when it was called Hustlers.
Yep. Showed up on opening night like this is going to be a night to remember. Secret time, spoiler alert, it was not.
Yeah. Since it was flicking my brain, just in case it was flicking anybody else's brains, flapjacks are different over in the UK. I Googled it. I found it out. So they have pancakes, which are just like our pancakes, you know. But if they call it a flapjack, they're actually referring to like a granola bar. They call it like a sticky dessert bar that can be rolled in oats and nuts and all of those. So it's basically like a chewy granola bar.
That didn't really make that story any better for the cop.
Well, I mean, at least it did have a little bit more heft to it. And
got hit.
That.
I got hit in the knickers with oats and wheat. You're still a manly man, aren't you?
Yeah, just
Nigel.
Killing it. Nigel. Of course his name was Nigel. All right, back to the over-unders here. Numbers that are sticking out to you. Miami Dolphins 2.5, Minnesota at 8.5.
Minnesota, you already know how I feel about Minnesota. I'm dumbfounded that number's only gone down a spot because it started at 9.5.
Seems crazy, but
just like New England at 9.5. New England at 9.5 to me is stupid. I'll over because I think their floor is 10. Now I think their ceiling's 12, but I don't have a lot of play here. But
right, that's fine. I'm on the over there. New Orleans 7.5.
Yeah, that one changed quite a bit. That started at 4.5, went to 7.5, and I'm still looking at it going, I still think you're low.
Yeah, at least you're back in the realm of possibility.
Oh, it went from just kooky madookie to, okay. Somehow you had the Saints 2 games behind the Jets, which I need that explained real slow.
Speaking of New York, the Jets are at 5.5.
Yep, that one makes a lot of sense.
And the Giants are 7.5.
How? How in the world did we get there? I thought it was a little goofy at 5.5. It's a lot goofy now at 7.5. I mean, and look, I think that team's going to be better, but that much better? Where are the wins supposed to come from?
Tennessee, Arizona.
There's 2.
Saints at home, maybe.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh, we're giving maybes. Okay. There's 4.
Yeah, I mean, I got to. I got to give you maybes because I'm definitely not giving you Seattle's and Detroit's and Dallas's and Phillies.
So they play Dallas twice. They play the Rams. They play at Washington, at Houston, at Philadelphia twice. Washington again, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Seattle, at Detroit. That's 12 games. I'll almost guarantee you they lose every one of them. That's why I thought 5 was goofy. And then somehow it goes up 2 games.
I'm at a solid 5, and then to be able to get to 7, you would have to win, let's see, one of Washington, Philadelphia, Jacksonville?
No way.
Those are probably the 3 most likely ones, closest to the number, or to get them close to the number. You'd have to win 2 of those 3, or 4, because they got 2 against Washington. But I don't think you're close, really, to any of those teams.
The Giants are the same as the contents of many infants' diapers, a soft 2. That's how many wins I've got that I feel great about. Tennessee and Arizona. End of message.
Yep.
You got about 3 more that you might get if it. I mean, and I know people think that, John Harbaugh, this team's not good. There are a lot of issues on this team. And they might be better, but 7.5 is lunacy.
Well, take it under 5.5 and triple your money.
And you want me to tell you how lunacy it is? The Giants are at 7.5. The Philadelphia Eagles are at 9.5. I'm the biggest Eagle detractor on the planet Earth. And I'm even looking at that going, 9.5 is dumb. That team's winning 10 games. They may not win a game in the playoffs, but they are winning 10 games.
Mm-hmm. Then you got the Steelers at 8.5.
I mean, do they belong anywhere else?
No.
I think the Steelers have been at 8.5 or 9.5 wins in the preseason as long as I've been alive.
Seattle's at 9.5.
Which is that not just kooky to you?
No, because I'd feel like they'll probably be right there because that's just a 500 record.
That's my point. That's a game too low minimum. Could be too low. That's the reigning Super Bowl champion. And we're sitting here, the Seahawks at 10.5. Yeah, by the way, they're at 10.5, not 9.5.
I was talking about San Francisco.
Oh, well, you said Seattle.
My bad. I was looking at San Francisco.
San Francisco, 9.5, it's fine. I understand why it came down. It debuted at 10.5. I made fun of that for a solid week.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's come down to 9.5. But even at 9.5, if you look into that, over 9.5 is still minus money. You're plus 120 if you go under 9.5. You're only minus 146 to go over it. You got to get all the way to 10.5 before you get to plus 125. That just feels too high for San Francisco.
Yeah. Now, Seattle, I'll agree with you. 10.5 feels low.
It's too low. I mean, it started low. I mean, there were books where you could get Seattle at 8.5 at one point at plus 115, which is dumb talk.
Yeah, let's do that.
You can't get it now because I'd wager wise gamblers saw that and went, ooh, free money. I just have to wait a while.
Yeah, no, that's a minus 340.
See, that's where that belongs.
But over 11.5, that gives me plus money. Plus 162.
Not sure I'm going to go that far.
Push it. Oh, I think I'd push it.
With futures, it's such a long game. I have to be real confident. And I think Seattle finishes like 11-6, 12-5. Yeah. Somewhere in that. It may be 10-7, depends on how quickly the running game acclimates.
Yeah.
But
so right on that line. Then we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 8.5.
It's about right.
I'm not touching.
I'm not touching it because I could see them going 5-12. I could also see them somehow going 9-8, making my brain bleed for about the 11th year in a row.
Right. Tennessee 6.5.
I know you're getting ready to say aggressively under.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'd be heavy on the under there.
And then we saved my personal favorite one for last.
Sure.
Washington at 7.5 is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen somebody say out loud.
That's an easy over.
No doubt. It started at 9.5, and somehow it got bet down to the point that if you go over 9.5 on DraftKings, it's plus 245, and to me, that feels like, at worst, a 50-50 proposition.
Yes.
This team was in the NFC Championship game a year ago. Mm-hmm. The quarterback got hurt last year. Jaden Daniels stays healthy. All I got to do is get to 10-7 to cash 2.5 times my money. Yes, please, all of it. As much of it as you can give me. How much money will you let me throw on that before you go, excuse me, sir, I believe you've had enough?
It is. It's going to be a fun season, and I'm sick and tired of waiting for it to come around. But the wait's almost over. The Eagles Living the Dream Tour will be here before you know it, and we'll be heading out once again for Canton, Ohio, the Hall of Fame game, Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. We are fewer than 70 days away from the actual kickoff of the season.
I mean, we're right on top of it. This is kind of like a summer line of demarcation for us because we're halfway between the draft and the actual start of the season. We're 35 days. I think we're 35 days from the Hall of Fame game.
Mm-hmm.
That felt so good. We will have football on a field in 35 days.
Yep.
You know what you don't have to wait 35 days for?
What's that?
To hear us in afternoons. You can do that on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Or later on this afternoon, whichever one you choose to do.
Well, I think you should join us whenever we're on. Because you can always get us on the iHeartRadio app. And you can always get us on the YouTube, whether we're live here in Asheville, which starting on Tuesday will go 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Rich Eisen taking over this 12 to 3 slot on Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday, 3 to 5, and then following that up with 5 to 7 down in Greenville on Fox Sports Upstate. All available on the iHeartRadio app. All available, of course, on the YouTube. Hope everybody has a very happy, safe, yet exciting holiday weekend. Happy birthday to America.
And my lovely wife.
Can't believe we made it to 250. And here's to 250 more.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Gooder ones.
Enjoy
because we will be in one nice, tight 4-hour block as opposed to in the middle of the day. But for anybody that will not be able to join it, they'll have to watch, delayed or on the podcast. We do apologize for the move. It was necessary for all of the things. I'm glad that Tank Spencer is back in good enough health that we can do these things after we moved here for reasons. But I'm excited about the future. Being able to talk to you in live time. You can leave us voicemails. You can do all the things, and you're going to find it out in just a few short days.
That's right. That's right. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We'll be back with you on Tuesday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Hazy, hot, humid weather will continue. Hotter today than yesterday when we reached the low 90s, and Friday and on the 4th. Or 90-plus heat, actually into the mid-90s. Now, for now, the heat advisories are a couple of counties east. But today, tomorrow, and on the 4th, around 95. Heat index maybe 100 or hotter, and some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Stand Up to Cancer.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500, so you can take the ultimate American getaway.
This is J.W. Whitley.